Welcome, everybody. Happy Sunday. It is 7:17 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm your host, Antoine Boatwright, aka The Digital GOAT, guys, and welcome to Digital GOAT Academy. Guys, if you're tuning into my channel right now, do me a solid and hit that subscribe button on your way in or on your way out. And again, welcome to my channel, Digital GOAT Academy, guys, where I pretty much give my personal insight on trading in the financial markets. Now, it's more limited to foreign exchange, but the information that I provide, guys, is universal, so you can use throughout any financial market of your choosing. I promise you the information or the foundation is still the same. But welcome to Setup Sundays, where I give you guys projections on what I'm looking at within the market, Forex specifically. So I'm gonna just pull up my charts, guys, and just go into mainly the technicals. Normally throughout the week, I go into like news later on, but let's just focus on the technicals and what's going on in the market right now. The first pair I'm gonna start off with is S&P. Let me kind of clear it up a little bit. S&P 500, right? So this is an indice that I love trading, guys. And there is I use Trade Locker from KOT Forex, guys. So if you have KOT Forex, you can see how much of an amenity that is for us, all of us traders out there. Trade Locker is definitely dope, but it's more broker specific as far as your trading versus like MetaTrader 4. Like you'll be trading on you'll be marking your charts on TradingView, but your spread won't match what's on your broker more than likely, unless you have a broker that can be connected to like TradingView. So that's what Trade Locker is. And when I jumped on earlier today, guys, when the market opened, well, not when the market opened, maybe like 6 o'clock, I saw that when the market did open, S&P actually left a gap. So it popped up, but gapped on like a smaller time frame. Now let's just look at it from the overall consensus of it, just the basic technicals, right? So if you start off on the weekly time frame, you can see I already have annotations. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let me do daily. And my bad, my voice is hoarse. Y'all can probably hear that. So you can see I have annotations on what the market has been doing. We have been bullish since March of 2023. I think I mentioned this last week that we've been bullish on S&P since March 2023. And I think the same thing for US 30 as well. But you see, we have these zones down that the market did in fact break, but has yet to return to. And the one thing that we can obviously see is that this market is bullish, right? Clear as day, bullish, right? But when we're looking at the market, guys, what does the market has to do in order to continue in this direction? Yeah, this looks like it could just take off, but we have a lot of levels. I'm glad that was already read. We have a lot of levels that the market has broken out of that hasn't returned back to, guys. So I really kind of anticipate a major sell-off, but again, look at the structure and don't look at it for in the senses of, oh, it has to do that. Yes, it has to do that, but we can't make a move until the market shows its hand on what it's actually trying to do. But look at these areas that the market has broken out of in the past and what it's done. So for instance, if we just look back here, consolidation, right? The market broke out, retested. Now, this was the move for this move. This is, you know what I'm saying? That was the retest for this move, to retest the consolidation. But that doesn't mean that the market is going to stay high, right? It has to do more pullbacks. It has to retest more money that is left over. So guess what it did the next time? It retests deeper. You see that? And this was on top of the consolidation. This was probably like 50%. Let me put a fib to it. If we can get it scaled in. Yeah, really 618. But, you know, nobody probably really caught that move unless they were in the trade up here, and they probably got out because, you know, to have the market come all the way back down here after being all the way up here, that's what the market is going to do. But you see it retested, guys. The wick still count as retest because on the smaller time frame, it's still candles, right? So you would say it almost came to 786, but that's like this is like 75%. So, you know, still in that 70 percentile that the market actually did trace of the consolidation zone. I'm not focusing on like the entire position, guys. I'm focusing on what percentage the market retested from this consolidation zone. But, you know, don't even worry about all the fancy smanchy fib. I just use that, guys, as a reference point to know how much the market did pull back based off the percentage, right? So we can see that the market does retest no matter what. Even with these aggressive moves, bearish, bullish, it's gonna still retest, guys. So what could we potentially have? We have, look at this example right here. We're at this current consolidation. Look what this consolidation did after this inverted head and shoulder. This is an inverted head and shoulder, and you can confirm it because the move already happened. I'm not trying to be a smart ass about it. I'm saying that normally a lot of us get confused on bullish or bearish patterns within the market, guys, especially like reversal patterns. Head and shoulders are reversal patterns, right? So yes, you might not have caught the right shoulder, right? But by the time you got up here, you should have been able to identify that, yeah, this is still pushing up. So it's still respecting the potential pattern. And by this point, yeah, it's definitely inverted head and shoulder, right? So we're at this point now. I mean, act like we're not here yet, but we're at this point now, the consolidation where my purple is at. I think it's purple on your screen. I'm not sure if it's like pink or something just because of the resolution. But anyway, the market broke up out of this. This was the fake out for the retest, right? And then the market actually broke out, retested. This was the move down. I mean, move up, excuse me. So you see right here, it's small, but at this point, if you were still confused, block out the noise, turn it to a line chart, or break it down to a smaller time frame. Now, this time frame, you might have been fooled, but probably on the 8-hour, 4-hour, if you use those time frames, the market did in fact retest, and then it pushed up, guys. But this was the retest for this consolidation point. I just gave you guys an example of the market retesting, pushing up, and then retesting again, either 100% or 50% of the consolidation move. More than likely, this thing is probably going to come as deep as 100%, which would be what? You just mark that up. Which would be support. Now, I don't know when the market is going to do this, but this is just stuff that you notate because it's like, okay, based off of structure that I've been learning, or based off of structure that I know that the market moves, I can anticipate a possible big drop when we get it. You know what I'm saying? But either way, we still have zones. So if we're still bullish, we still should have zones where the market wants to retest what? Previous highs or previous levels of support. This is a great area of support for the market to tackle first before it decides to make its way down here. I don't know when that's going to happen, but definitely this area right here where my black box is at, more than likely we'll see that happen very soon, like probably within the next couple of months. We'll see a pullback, and that'll be a good entry for everybody. I mean, that'll be a good trade for everybody to pretty much utilize, because all you have to do is just get in, get out, knowing that when we turn into candlesticks, that the market is going to do these crazy retests. So, okay, I get my first push. And the one thing that I did already see with S&P is that it generated a bearish engulfing, and I think that was on the hour. It might have been a smaller time frame. So this move happened last week, right? I think I was looking. What time frame was that? Was it the 8-hour? Yeah, it was the 8-hour. So this is the 8-hour time frame. If you look at this candle right here, this is definitely a bearish engulfing. I'm gonna change that color to orange, right? How do I know it's a bearish engulfing? Well, this candle is dominating or swallowing all of these candles back here. You can go all the way to the point that the next candle is not swallowing it, right? Right here, the only candle that's not truly swallowing yet is this candle over here. So to confirm that if we were bearish, once we, once price hits a level of resistance or a previous high, yeah, let's do that. To even further confirm that we're still bearish is that if price breaks this candle right here, well, definitely this zone right here, but you can have a break and then it push all the way back up here. But it breaks and closes below this candle right here on this 8-hour time frame, we're definitely heading to that level that level of support down here. More than likely, guys, obviously still look at the areas to exit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not one for holding indices, you know what I'm saying? I know other people do it, but they just have the knowledge that I don't. But overall, once we get this break on this candle, I would be looking at the market to come all the way back down here. Now, that's just when we get that, once we get that data for the market to actually show its hand. Right now, there's a lot of mess. I mean, we're only 7 o'clock. We're only like, what, really an hour and a half into the market opening. Not a bunch of information for us to rely on, right? So we have to let more information shows its hand, probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. You'll start seeing more movements, but more than likely, guys, your better movements is going to be towards the London session. But this gives you an opportunity to be in preparation, seeing all this bearish momentum right here. And once price does what? Create a level of resistance or respect this resistance and pull down, guys, you'll have your move from there. So let's look at Euro USD. I talked about that last week, I'm sure. No, I talked about that in my own personal group. So Euro USD is a little bit different. I was actually looking for the Euro to actually make a move up. So that's too big. Well, yeah, let's talk about it from this viewpoint. And this will be the last trade that I talk about, guys. I was going to go into gold, but I really try to keep these short just because it's like I'm not actually giving out signals, you know, per se. It's just information for us to use. So that way we're in preparation for when the market actually starts showing its hand, then we can create those entries. But if you are looking for potential signals, guys, you can reach out to me on my Instagram. You can reach out to me on my Facebook. So Discord, I have a courseware on Discord, guys. You can just type in Digital Goats Academy and you can find me on Discord, guys, and view that information from there. Also, reach out to me at The Digital Goat on Instagram. It's THEE instead of just saying the, it's like The Digital Goat. And then you can do Digital Goats on Facebook as well, guys, if you're trying to get potential signals or whatnot. But this is just information for people to use. So it's like, it's a setup, but it's what we're waiting on. You know what I'm saying? What we're identifying is what's going on in the market in order to create that potential setup, guys, come either Tuesday, because, you know, Monday's a bad trading day, unless you're trading, obviously, London, right? So if you just look at Euro USD from last year or 2 years ago, from last year, has been in a bearish downpour. I mean, it's ridiculous. But if you look at the areas, if you look at the percentage that is already returned back, that just makes sense. So yes, it's impacted by the fundamentals of the market. But yes, there's still what? There's still technicals at play when you're looking at this. So the one thing that I'm looking for the euro to do, because the dollar made a big move up. The dollar showed its hand, basically saying that we're still bullish, but we have to do a major correction because that bullish move was impacted by news. So I'm looking for the dollar to actually start making a return, just a correction, which will in fact cause the euro, as long as it's stronger, to rise against the dollar, appreciate its value against the dollar, which will be a bullish move. So you see from October 2022, we've been bullish. You know what I'm saying? It's clear as day. Again, if you're confused, turn it to a line chart. Market broke out of these areas, retested, small retest too. You know what I'm saying? So basically, almost telling you that because I'm not following structure in the market, because no market is as bullish as no market is going to be this aggressively bullish without popping, you know what I'm saying, a pullback, guys. So if you just look at this, there's a lot of areas where there's money left over that the euro is probably anticipating once you get the fundamental that makes that currency react that way, right? So if you see, it's been bullish. This was the fake out, you know, because that would have created support, but this was also the fake out for the sell to the downside, pushed the market up. We broke down, then we actually returned back again, another pullback. So confirming to you that yes, we need to pull back. So thinking that this thing will stay bullish and not pull back eventually, like that's crazy. And yes, we're saying eventually, but we can be in anticipation for that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is like, don't get fooled by just the overly aggressive bullish move. I know that we sold down from here, and a lot of people can say, well, you know, the market sold down from here and it never pulled back like it normally did here. Well, this is the pullback now. And in order for it to truly be bullish, because this confirmed that it was bearish, we need another level of support down here to confirm that we're truly bullish instead of just, you know, being in a strong uptrend with no actual support. You know what I'm saying? So 8 hour time frame, same thing. This is what I was looking at last week. So this is still where the fake out was at. Because I actually thought that the euro was going to continue to sell. It created resistance, another fake out, popped up, broke that. So at this point, we knew that this market is obviously bullish. So last week, I think it was, yeah, last week, the market shot down because that's when we had that news from the ECB and we had that news from Jerome Powell. So on what they, I think they did a 25 basis hike. I don't even know what the euro did. I didn't pay attention to what basis point hike they did. But I know for the dollar, it was 25. Made the market chaotic, but it actually was pretty docile to me. As long as you were in certain positions as low as possible. But yeah, the market did take people out for sure. But you know, it showed its hand. It gave a strong bullish candle, and more than likely we'll get 100% pullback of that, and then a continuation from there. So that will make euro react to either what, create some type of resistance up here. If not, bring a new high that should bring all this down. But what I'm anticipating is the continuation of the euro to be bullish. I have this zone right here. So what I do want to see is for it to break it. You see it's in consolidation. So I'm thinking that this is this consolidation. It's going to break to the upside, give you a small retest, and then continue up. And then this would be your point of exit, just because that this would be the first major level of resistance that the market is hitting on a moderate time frame. And then the market will, you know, if it decides to break it, it'll break it. If not, they'll push against it and probably push it all the way back down to the support. So, you know, either way, that's still solidifying that the euro is bullish until we get pretty much a break below here. And then more than likely it will head back to the fake out where the first level of support is at. And then you just go from there. But that's just my projections, guys. That's what I'm anticipating. Obviously, you know, I'll add more clarity as you see later on in the week. Once we get the data pouring in and the market actually starts showing us better information, I'll you know, clarify like what I'm actually expecting. I mean, yeah, I'm expecting this, but you know, potential setups for us to look at. Like, hey man, when this market breaks this, for me, I'm buying that, or for me, I'm selling that. Appreciate you guys' time, everybody that jumped on. Again, on your way out, guys, hit that subscribe button if you're tuning in. Appreciate everyone as always, guys, and see you guys on the next class. And as always, see you guys at the top because we're taking everybody to the top with us this year, man.